Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to your new lesson. And not only is it your new lesson, but your new unit. This is the unit two. Unit two. So, last unit was unit one, and we were going over personal narratives. And now, unit two, we're going to be discussing the early American civilizations. So, I think you guys are going to really enjoy this unit. It's kind of a merge of some of the stuff you might have learned in social studies, maybe some stuff you might be familiar with from math or science. So this is going to be really, really interesting. So we're going to describe key components of certain civilizations and identify their present day regions in the Americas. So that means some of these civilizations, when they were formed, they are now in places, they're not there. Of course, the civilizations aren't there anymore, but they're in places where we go. Like you might have went. So the present day in our world now. So it's going to be very interesting this unit to look at some of the things that how they talked, some of the things they did, and just so many years ago before me and you were even alive. So I think you'll really be interested in this unit and this lesson. So let's dive in. So, the early American civilizations that we're going to be describing and speaking over in this unit are the Maya civilization here. So, this is a highly developed writing. It was a pre-Columbian American from AD 250 to 600. So, look at this beautiful architecture and sculpture and how they made that. And remember, boys and girls, they didn't have construction machines and things like we have in our day, where you see a building and it's like construction. They made this, with their own made tools and things like that. So that's really amazing. And then you have the Aztec Empire here. And this is an early American civilization that was.
Good morning.
Hold on just a second, boys and girls. I'm back, boys and girls. Sorry about that quick announcement from one of the principals. So, the Aztec Empire, it was an early a Mexican civilization founded in 1428. And then you have the Inca civilization. That's the largest empire in the pre-Columbian America. And it was founded in 1438. So again, look at these beautiful, beautiful, that these were made years ago and they're still standing. So that's really amazing. And I cannot wait to throughout this unit learn so much about these three specific early American civilizations. So, as we go through this, we're going to be one of the basic and foundational things that we need to discuss, which is a timeline. And we have two different kinds. We have the horizontal timeline, which you might be familiar with, and the arrow on the left side of the timeline indicates events that happen even before the dates noted on this timeline. And early events occur on the left side of the timeline, and most recent occur on the right side of the timeline. So again, I even here have like the BCE, because you might see that CE. What are these things? So these are just abbreviations and things that we use in those times to know, okay, when did this happen, and so and so and so. So this is one type of timeline. So the other type of timeline is a vertical timeline, and the earliest events occur at the top of the timeline, while the most recent events occur at the bottom of the timeline. And you see this huge zigzag, or it's not huge, but this zigzag arrow that's at the top indicates a amount of time too long to show on this timeline. For example, if it was for like 20,000 years that something happened, they're not going to all of those. That would take up the whole timeline. So they're going to put the zigzag to indicate. So anytime you see that, you know that it's you know a long period of time. For example, they said hunters and gatherers in their time from 12,000 to 5,000 BCE. So that was a long period of time. And so they put the zigzag there. And hunter and gatherers were a period of time where, individuals, they hunted and